The RJ AVRO liner, the mainline choice.
This AVRO International Aerospace training video describes the external pre-flight inspection and pre-flight check. It is based on the checklist to be found in Volume 3 and Volume 2 of the Operations Manual. The checks relate to a typical RJ and may differ in detail from the checklist relating to your particular aircraft. The information contained in this video is for training purposes only and is intended to augment classroom and flight training. The currently approved Operations Manual must take precedence should any discrepancies be noted. We start the pre-flight inspection at the forward passenger door. Move towards the nose of the aircraft and follow the aircraft's outline. First, we check the aircraft's exterior and note that it is clear of ice, snow and hoarfrost. Then we check the engine intakes and exhausts, ensuring that the intake and exhaust covers and installation blanks are removed. Check the single-hole front static vent. Make sure that the plug has been removed and that the hole is unobstructed. Check the condition of the front toilet servicing door and ensure that it is shut. Check the condition of all the lower aerials. Check the condition of the left outside air temperature and total air temperature probes. Check the left front static plate and ensure that the 3 plugs have been removed and that the holes are unobstructed. Check the left pitot head and the Q-pot head for security and condition and ensure that the covers are removed. Check the left angle of attack vane for freedom of movement within 60 degrees. Check that the cover has been removed from the ice detector head and visually inspect it. Check that the VOR localizer aerial covers are undamaged. Check the 4 fasteners on the nose radome and check that it is secure and undamaged. Check the condition of the windscreen wipers and rain repellent heads. Check the nose gear tires for condition and correct inflation. Check that the doors are undamaged and secure and that the release pin is correctly fitted. Ensure that the extension is correct and that there are no fluid leaks. Check that the jacks and retraction mechanism are in a satisfactory condition. Ensure that the locking pin has been removed. Moving to the right side of the nose, we check the right total air temperature probe and the 2 pitot heads for security and condition and that their covers have been removed. Check the right VOR localizer aerial covers for damage. Check the right angle of attack vane for freedom of movement within 60 degrees. Check the front static vent and ensure that the plugs have been removed and that the 3 holes are unobstructed. Next, we turn our attention to the AC ground supply socket and intercom socket. Here we check that either the ground power supply is connected and switched on, or we check the condition of the socket and ensure that the access panel is closed. We now open the avionics electrical bay. Check that the batteries are securely mounted and that there are no acid leaks. Ensure that all the circuit breakers are set and all equipment is secure. Ensure that the wheel spin test switch is selected to normal and then close the door. Check the condition of the front water drain mast. Check the condition of the front service door. Ensure that it is closed and that the hinges and handle are flush. Check the center static vents. See that the plugs are removed and the 2 holes are unobstructed. Check that the oxygen overboard vent discharge disc is intact. Open the front cargo compartment. Check the oxygen system pressure. Check that the cargo and equipment is secure, and close the door. Check that either the DC ground power supply is connected and on, or that the panel is closed. Check that blanks are fitted to the jacking point. We now look in the hydraulic equipment bay and check that the reservoir contents gauges are in the green sector. Check that the reservoir air pressure is 25 psi minimum. Check for cleanliness, equipment security, and there are no leaks. Check that none of the 5 filter-blocked indicators are extended. Check that the yellow and green accumulator pressures are at least 1000 psi. Check that the domestic water hoses are stowed, and then close the hydraulic equipment bay door. Check the condition of the wing fillet and turn off light. Ensure that the light and its cover are clean and crack-free. Check the inner wing and ensure that the drain, the fuel level indicator, and the panels are all secure. Check number 3 engine and pylon. Ensure that the fire bottle indicators are green. The engine intake and exhaust are free from foreign objects, undamaged, and that there are no fuel or oil leaks. See that the blowout panels, cowlings, and fasteners are secure. Check the center wing and landing light, ensuring that all panels are secure and that the light is clean and crack-free. Check number 4 engine and pylon in the same manner as we did number 3, and then inspect the outer wing. Here we check that the drains, fuel level indicators and panels are secure and that the refuel panel is closed. Ensure that the surge tank vents are unobstructed, and then at the wing tip check the condition of the navigation lights and the static discharges. Inspect the spine and check all blowout panels on the right-hand side for security. Looking rearwards and upwards, check that the ram air inlet is clear and that the blank has been removed. Check the condition of the aileron and tabs, and then check the condition of the right flap and track fairings. Move to the right main gear bay. Check the tires for their condition and correct inflation. Check the door for condition and security. Check that no red witness marks are visible and that the release pin is fitted. Check the brake pads for wear and the condition of the pots, pipes and hoses. Check the brake cooling fans. Check the correct extension of the landing gear and look for fluid leaks. Check the condition of the jacks and retraction mechanism. Make sure that the ground locking pin has been removed. Open the rear cargo compartment door and ensure that the equipment and cargo is secure. Close the door. Check that the rear service door is closed and that it's in good condition. Check that the rear cabin conditioning door is closed and that it is in good condition. Check the rear jacking point and ensure that the jacking pad has been removed. Check that the APU air exhaust and the pack exhaust are both clear. Check that the APU bay door is closed and secure. Check the condition of the tailplane, rudder and air brakes, together with the static dischargers and the navigation and logo lights. Check the tail skid and ensure that it is undamaged. Check the condition of the elevator and tabs. Check the APU intake, pack and cooler exhausts condition. Ensure that they are clear. Check that the APU fire bottle indicator is green. Check the condition of the rear toilet servicing door and ensure that it is closed. Check the condition of the rear passenger door. If it is closed, ensure that the hinges and handle are flush. Check the condition of the rear water drain mast. Check that the water drain point is clear and unobstructed. Check the rear static vent and ensure that the single hole is unobstructed and that the plug is removed. Check the condition of the rear discharge valve and see that it is unobstructed. Check the left main gear bay in a similar manner to the right gear.